Yo, what is up everybody? It is your boy Skywalker OG coming at you with another Rise of Kingdoms video, and today we're going to be discussing that Richard VIII flood that we were using in our 307 KVK. That march was literally the most questioned march on my stream, in my Discord, in my PMs. I don't know why everybody was interested on why I'm using it. Well, I mean, I guess I could see the point. Like, I have all these other commanders. Why would I use Richard VIII flood? But guys, there is very, very few times that we will use this Richard VIII flood march. Let's go ahead and get into the skills that we're using this commander for, and then we would get into the application on where we would use this march. Of course, I do not always use this march, but first, let's get into the skills. The first skill that we're going to look at is the tyrannical line coming out of Richard. The beginning of this skill is not the most important, but let's go ahead and discuss it. It is a passive skill. Troops led by this commander take 5% less damage from all sources. All infantry units led by this commander deal 2% increased damage to cavalry units. The major portion of this skill that we are concerned with is every 10 seconds, the target march speed is reduced by 50% for the next 5 seconds. Alright, so this skill will always pop off after this cooldown. So anytime after this 10-second cooldown, like if you engage a battle, say somebody's hopping out of their city, they hit you, they automatically get that 50% reduced speed instantly. And then after 10 seconds later, then you can hit them again with it. But other than that, they're going to get that 50% march speed reduction instantly. You'll see where that comes into play in just a second. Now, if we can get a full skill cycle on it, the last part of this skill is very, very huge as well. Heals a portion of slightly wounded units led by this commander, healing factor 1400, debuffs up to 5 enemy troops in a fan-shaped area, reducing their damage by 30% and their march speed by 15% for 2 seconds. There's another 15% march speed reduction, but of course this one's an active skill, so this one's only going to pop off if we can actually get a skill cycle off. Now, with this Richard VIII flood march, you should be able to get a skill cycle off. You should. That is the whole purpose of using this march. Alright, let's go ahead and go into 8th flood. 8th flood's Thunderous Force. This does stack. We will show you in just a minute a report where this does stack. I don't have a lot of reports because, like I said, this is a very situational march. This is a very niche march, and we're going to discuss exactly where that situation is. Alright, so this is another passive skill. Now keep in mind, this one is a 10% chance, so it's not always going to pop off on the first turn every time, but is a good chance. It's a 10% chance. Troops led by this commander take 20% less counterattack damage. That is guaranteed. Their attack have a 10% chance to inflict slowdown on target, reducing its cavalry units march speed by 50% and other units march speed by 30% for 3 seconds. That's a huge march speed debuff right there, right in and of itself. Massive debuff. And then of course you got her Arrow of Iron, deals damage to up to 5 targets in a forward-facing fan-shaped area, reducing their attack, defense, and health by 30% for the next 2 seconds. So these two buffs in and of themselves are very crucial to the whole key of reason why we use this march. And let's go ahead and show well, let's go ahead and discuss. Let's discuss, guys. Let's discuss why we use this march, the application for a Richard Charles. So, as we all know, this whole new craze is going on of the whole cheeseburgering BS. Well, if you just stand right, say right where that barb is, right there outside my city, right, and I were to come out and hit you, what's going to happen if you have a Richard VIII flood with your murder ball? If you can make sure that that Richard VIII flood is the first march hit, this is exactly what's going to happen. Let's go down to battle log. Let's go down to turn 1. Turn 1. Alright. We have on turn 1, Tyrannical Lion already coming out. Bam, 50% reduced march speed. Thunderous Force already coming out. Bam, 50 to 30% reduced march speed. We already have them coming out on turn 1. Within the very first second that they come out of their city, second that they come out of their city, there all the buffs go. There's the Tyrannical Line, 50% as you can see, so you can all see that it does stack. It gets the 50% from the Tyrannical Line, and then you get the 50% from Thunderous Force. So as you see, both of these buffs actually do apply. And then of course, Once those buffs hit, guys, I'm sorry I don't have a visual, but I did not record any of this kind of fighting because this is not the fighting that I want. But I wanted to put this video out here because I know the whole cheeseburger thing is like a new craze now, because, you know, people got to make videos on stupid little nitpicky things that you can do in the fight, and then everybody blows up about it like it's a new thing, and then we get all on the bandwagon. So hopefully this will actually blow it up. Let's start using Richard Aethelflaed inside of our murder balls next to these cities and just tag them every single time somebody tries to pull out that little Pakal Herald and they want to go, let me go do this little pokey. No, smack them with that Richard Aethelflaed. They're gonna stand there like hot glue. They're literally gonna hit you, and they're gonna go to turn around, and during the animation of them turning around, it literally looks like they're stopped, because that is how much more speed that you reduce on them. And I guarantee you will get a full skill cycle with all of your marches, as long as they're close enough to you, before that player returns to their city. This is the bane of the cheeseburger tactic. I also run Saladin in my march just to get that extra slow once they get that skill off, but I'm telling you guys, this is the bane of that whole flipping cheeseburger tactic, and it's just because of the two major slows, especially if it's a cavalry march. Man, that is 100% slow reduction. It is insane. I mean, he's still reduced by the slow. He's going to be pretty much reduced by the slow all the way up until he goes back into a city. Actually, I think this one I was able to kill. Yeah, this one I was actually able to smash this guy. Yeah, all my other marches actually smashed this guy because he wasn't able to make it back into a city fast enough. So this guy got smashed by all my other marches. And that's exactly why we're using this. I'm sorry I don't have a lot of reports for you guys to show you as doing this little thing here, but we'll go through this one. We'll scroll through and try to find another one. This is all throughout Kingsland, and like I said, the applications for this commander is really not, it's very niche, or this commander pairing is very niche. If you're missing debuffers on the field, it's a very, very good debuffing march. But for me personally, I have it for that cheeseburger tactic to just blow that thing out of the water, get it out of here. And then of course, another very, very good place to have this Richard Aethelflaed march is inside of murder balls. Inside of murder balls, not ones where you're going head to head with the opponent, ones where your opponent's basically staring at you, they're sending one or two people out to nitpick at you. If you have 2 or 3 players inside your murder ball with this Richard Aethelflaed march, I can promise you those little 2 or 3 nitpicking players are not making it back to their murder ball before they're going to get killed. That Richard Aethelflaed, as soon as they touch him, as long as just Richard for one, because his skill is going to absolutely pry the very first time within those 10 seconds. Here's another one, and we'll go ahead and look at this. I don't think we can open the battle log. Yeah, see, we can't open the battle log, but as you see, we got a little good chunk on him. This is at the pass. Guarantee you this man hopped out of the pass. Yep, here we go. Dollar bill. I got to get him with my Saladin as well. My XY got to get him. Let's see, my Cyrus got to get him. This is the exact situations, guys. This is it. This man's trying to hop in and out of this pass, and whenever he hopped out of the pass, I got him with that Richard Aethelflaed, tagged him, and then just jumped him with every one of my other marches. Every one of my other marches just gave him the beans. And that's just how it is. That's what I have this Richard Aethelflaed for. Again, guys, it is not the best pairing for like open field murder ball grinding each other. It is literally the anti-cheeseburger pair. It has the slows, the debuffs. It has everything you need to stop this whack behind cheeseburger craze. Anyways, guys, until next time, I hope you enjoyed the video, and peace out.